Good to see you, first off.
Neil,
First
thank
of
you.
all, I know I'm just hitting you with this, Senator. That is, the president will make his speech in Charlotte after all. What do you think of this?
Well, I think it's great. I mean, I saw yesterday in the press conference he hinted at it, and I think conventions are important. I think it'll be mostly virtual and remote, and that's probably appropriate. But it's good he's going to Charlotte. I don't think there'll be a lot of people there, as what I understand. It's more a made-for-TV moment, so good for Fox News.
Let me ask you a little bit separately about the stimulus measure. The president, we just mentioned him in his planned speech. He might touch on it in Odessa, Texas, where he'll be speaking soon. He's not a fan of what Republicans are kicking around regarding stimulus. And I'm wondering what's got his goat. Do you know what the issue is for him? How much of a problem that could be for Republicans?
Well, I think he's supportive. I mean, I just got out of a meeting with Secretary Mnuchin and Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and they're trying to help come up with a compromise here between Republicans and Democrats, and we have to have a compromise because it takes 60 votes in the Senate. We've only got 53 Republicans, and of course the House is controlled by the Democrats. So this has got to be a matter of, as we did last time, finding common ground. And I think the proposal that Mitch McConnell put out yesterday is a good start, actually. It addresses a lot of the issues that Democrats and Republicans alike think are important. It actually has a $1,200 check, $2,400 for a couple, so this is the stimulus checks that we've gone out once before. That's very popular among Democrats. It also has a lot of help for the schools. In fact, the $105 billion for education is comparable to what the Democrats put in their proposal, although the proposal itself is more than 3 times as big. On the school funding part, Republicans are right up there. So there's a lot in there to like. There's also provisions in there to ensure we don't go off the cliff in terms of the $600 unemployment insurance. Not right now, there's an extra $600 put in by the federal government on top of the state benefit. Most people believe that that's creating a disincentive to work because you're paying roughly 68% of the people more on unemployment insurance than they can make at their work. But I think there's also a sense that needs to be something that continues, but at a lesser level. So that's what the Republican proposal has. It's a 70% of your wages would be covered, which is better than what the states generally have. Most states, it's somewhere around 50%, some less, some more. So I think it's a good starting point.
But I guess wasn't the issue, Senator, that you'd be waiting around for that to be resolved, right? And that this could put people in a limbo. Is it your sense that the $600 weekly benefit, scheduled to stop the end of this week, will indeed stop? From there on, it might be $200. I know Mitt Romney had talked about taking it down by $200 every 30 days until this is all resolved. Where are you on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think there needs to be a lessening of the 600 because it's not good for anybody. It's not good for the workers who are not reconnecting with their businesses because in some cases, lower income folks, bottom 20%, maybe they can make twice as much on unemployment insurance as they can going back to work. So I'm hearing a lot from small businesses and from larger and mid-sized businesses and from nonprofits. Yesterday I heard from someone who helps the developmentally disabled in Ohio saying they can't get their workers back. So, I mean, I think we need to lower it to a number that gives people help during this tough time because unemployment is still relatively high and because some businesses have not reopened because of COVID-19. So I think we need to provide the help. And I do think that money is being spent also, which is not bad for the economy. But it can't be so much, Neil, that it creates that disincentive. You and I have talked before about my idea of saying, okay, if it's going to be at that level, then let's be sure and have a return to work bonus so that an individual can take some of that federal benefit with them back to work for a period of time. Our proposal is 6 weeks. We think that would help to also deal with this issue of not creating a disincentive to get people back to work.
All right, Senator, we'll watch it closely as the drama unfolds. Senator Rob Portman of the state of Ohio.